Good day, Scarlett, Mama, Asher. Love you, all three of yes. Just want to make a quick video while Mama's out picking up Scarlett from her first sleepover on Halloween night with her best friend Lila. It is the 1st of November, 2025, and had a fun round of disc golf with Papa T this morning. We played the 23-hole layout at Alex Clark. First time doing that. It was good times. Good times. And you know, it wouldn't be a Papa video if I didn't drop some scripture on you guys. I've actually been wanting to make this one for a bit. Been thinking about it most of the week. Today we're going with Romans chapter 1, verse 20. And it goes, "For the invisible things of him have been..." No, sorry, let me restart. I'm trying to memorize it. "For the invisible things of him since the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse." So I love that verse because it's practically the conclusion to the scientific community's theory of intelligent design. You know, they want to intellectualize everything and be like, well, you know, everything's made so perfect, there has to be a designer. Well, Romans chapter 1, verse 20 tells you exactly why there's a designer and why you will be at fault if you never acknowledge him through the creation around us. He is in everything God himself. I mean, just take this for an example, right? Science will never be able to explain how I can look at a basket 200 foot away and take this disc and park it 5 foot from that basket. Okay? That is God right there. And some of you might think, well, that's blaspheming God. You're comparing him to a disc. No. Not at all. You see, God created the disc. And we can, through math or whatever you want to call it, physics, explain why the disc flies the way it does and how it gets where it wants to go. The arm moves just right at the angle, and the release of the disc is just right to make the perfect trajectory, the parabola or whatever you want to call it, to get to the basket. But the point being is, I am a creation of God, made in his image. The disc is a creation of God. But the in-between that's so beautiful that we'll never be able to explain is how I can look at a basket. No theory involved, no nothing, just look at the basket and everything beautifully comes together. My brain, or whatever you want to call it, goes, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, well, let me see here. Well, I'm just going to do this. And then boom. I've had a lot of practice, but still. You'll never be able to explain that in between. Even just anything you throw. You throw a rock at a tree. And again, you might be able to say, well, the arm angle was this, and the rock released at this speed, and boom, that's how it hit the tree. But no. Some human being took a plastic disc and flinged it from 200 foot to almost hit its target. Or a rock from 10 foot to hit a tree. Or a basketball player shooting a three-pointer. It's that magnificent in-between reality itself, physical, and the consciousness that we have, and everything that your brain does to compute. Ain't no man-made shit gonna explain that. That is God. That is the gifts of God that he has given us. It's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. Everything in this world has come together perfectly for him. And we can choose to be a part of it, or we can ignore it and be damned for eternity. But I'll drop one more on you. Philippians chapter 1, verse 6. Being confident of this very thing, he that has begun a good work in you shall continue to perfect it till the very day of Christ. And that was slightly paraphrased. Like I said, I'm trying to memorize them all, but once he begins to work in you, it ain't stopping. You're just along for the ride. I love you all, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.